All right, so I decided to bring y'all with me. I'm headed to the grocery store, and I just wanted to like do this rant. So that's right, this video is a rant. Okay, y'all know that I am engaged. I'm engaged or whatever, and so we hold on. And so we looking at venues or whatever. My thing is, I was watching, I think it was Four Weddings or something. I think it was 4 Weddings. But what happened is the girl, wherever they was at, they were getting married on a plantation. And y'all don't know what, well, I don't even need to explain this. I'm sure everybody know what the hell a plantation is. They was getting married on a plantation, a slave plantation, where our ancestors were held to work the land pretty much. And I don't understand why someone would want to have their wedding on a slave plantation. And it's like, you can't just dress it up, you know, give the property new paint and fixtures and stuff. You just can't fix up a plantation and make it look pretty for me. And I know what happened there. Like, I know what happened there. Like, you raped, killed, separated families, it's so much that happened there. Like, why would you want to have your wedding there? And I'm legit asking why. Like, because I'm thinking about it in my head, and I just couldn't do it. And I don't see, like, I can't form a different opinion of it. So I'm asking, why would you want to? Like, what makes this okay in your head to have your wedding, the happiest day of your life? Why would you celebrate it on a plantation? Because for me, when I think of it, I feel walking into that place, like, I'm big on energies and auras and stuff like that. I just feel that as soon as I will walk there, through the doors, like pull up on the land, like whatever, I'm gonna feel all of that negative energy. You know, I'm gonna feel everything that happened to my people on this land. Like, berries are bodied. I mean, yeah, bodies are buried on that land, like buried there. And this is generations of slaves buried there. Like, women were raped by their masters there. Like, I don't understand it, and I'm trying to understand it. Like, do y'all know anyone who had their wedding on a plantation? Like, yeah, it might look nice, but you can't forget the history that happened there. Like, you can't. And then I just feel like these people own this land. Like, we should have placed it up. I just feel like it's such a slap in the face to me. Like, somebody please tell me, why would you be okay with having your wedding on a slave plantation? Like, the energy there, the aura there is just so bad. It's negative. It's, I don't know. And I have looked at some, you know, on pictures and on the websites and stuff. I've looked at some, and they dressed them up really nice. Like they made them look really nice, but I just feel like having your wedding there is a slap in the face to all of the people who went through what they went through there. Like, I feel it's so disrespectful to do that. Like, I don't know. I mean, do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Am I the only person that feel like this is not right? Like, I know I saw that on YouTube they got a clip from the reel, and I'm gonna try to insert it in this video.
People are up in arms that folks are wanting to have weddings in plantations. Have you guys heard about this? Okay, this is actually a thing. People are going to plantations. I want to make it very clear that we are not talking about random plantations, but historic, real landmarks where slaves were held and worked on plantations, and they are having weddings there. Now, obviously, people are like, why would you ever want to get married in a place like this? And there are people that are arguing, saying that, oh, it's a beautiful venue, it's a historic landmark. Somebody said no. How about no? It feels disrespectful. I think a lot of people feel like it feels, Zola and the Knot actually have said that they are no longer going to promote and stop posting pictures of these type of weddings.
Pinterest did too.
Yeah, Pinterest did too, because they're saying it glamorizes plantations as being elegant and classic. Others think that they're romanticizing slavery.
Yeah.
And aren't there other gorgeous, like, venues
You can get married anywhere. There's so many options. And I also looked into this because I was like, yo, are they giving them some type of major discount? That is like, no, there is no discount. They pay the same price. They want
it's about 10
to
grand.
get married in a slave plantation.
Yeah. And it was a wedding planner, Allison Williams. She wrote it beautifully. She said, we sometimes forget about slavery, and you have to remember it broke families apart. It brutally abused people, systematically raped them, and barely kept them alive. And when they die, guess where their bones end up? Under the garden where you're thinking about having your wedding.
Yes,
so
exactly.
you have to remember that. It's like having imagine having a wedding where a Holocaust, survivors or Holocaust victims were held. It's the same way.
People feel eerie about even moving into homes where there were murders. Like, you don't even want to step foot in there because that energy, that space.
People can't even move into a house that's across the street from a cemetery, let alone having a celebratory engagement on something that held so much history and morbidity,
Sadness. And people were raped and murdered. Like, why would you want to stand there and be like, I do?
They say because of the way, to be honest, because I did a film on a plantation.
Okay.
It was called Badasses with Danny Glover and Danny Trejo. Yeah. But we had to film on the plantation, and you could feel the spirit, but the greenery and the buildings,
I'm sure.
But there are mansions that are not on plantations that could give you that same feel. So, but I have to applaud people that are starting to not glamorize and say something about it.
I have to say, because I was shooting in Louisiana, and there was a plantation there. It's Oak Valley, it's called. And I remember visiting, the plantation, and because I'm very sensitive to energy, as you guys know, I'm a very sensitive person. I didn't feel right there. I couldn't help but to think of the past, to think of the history. So I can only imagine your wedding day is supposed to be, a happy, romantic day, and you're standing there and sensing that and feeling that. I couldn't do it.
I'm standing in a space where people were raped and murdered, and things were done terribly wrong to somebody. Why would I choose that as my wedding venue to say,
because some people don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, you take pictures of a venue the right way and put it at a good price, and somebody's going to completely overlook what took place there. If it had beautiful begonias in an area where you could set the ceremony, they're picturing that. But at the same time, I want to say it's all about energy and intention. I think that having a wedding completely unrelated to the actual history that took place at a plantation is...
I visited to learn about
but look what
happened.
Tyler Perry did. He completely built his studios on top of a Confederate Army base to reestablish
Rebuild
what
history.
that world meant, what that happened. What
Do you
that
think
meant
that's
to people.
possible to do on a
wedding?
slave plantation for weddings?
No.
Like this is now a wedding venue.
No.
Yeah, I don't see that transition being able to happen for weddings.
But this is how we stop it. We stop it by, stigmatizing it and telling people, hey, it's not cool. And you don't want those type of vibes.
And stop promoting it as if it's something when it really is what we know it is.
Exactly.
Correct.
Where they were talking about people like straight up having their weddings on these slave plantations. And like I agree with what they were saying. Like it's disrespectful to our ancestors, in my opinion. And I know everybody got their own opinion, but this is mine. And I cannot. It's just not right. It don't sit right with me in my spirit. It feels wrong. And like when I was watching For a Wedding, it's like I'm looking at this girl, I'm like, girl, like, you black, you're African American, you possibly, like, just saying, like, getting married on top of people you don't even know who could be in your family. Like, that's how I'm looking at it, because we were separated. Like, not we, but my people, they separated us, like, had babies and sold us off. So like, if that's not enough, then I don't fucking know what it is. I don't know. I know I'm not the only person that feel like it's just not right to do it, to have your wedding there. I just, like, I'm trying to remain calm, because it really, like, pisses me off. And I know, it ain't much I can do about it, or I don't know what I could do about it, but it's a total slap in the face. It's so disrespectful to our ancestors, in my opinion. But let me know, like, what y'all think. Like, do y'all know anybody who's had their wedding at a plantation? What was their reasoning behind it? Was it just because it was affordable, or like they wanted, like, the landscape? Like, what was the reason behind having your wedding on a slave plantation? Like, I genuinely want to know. Like, leave your comments below. Like, let me know. It just I don't know. I don't understand. And I'm a person that I try to look at all angles. And on this one, I'm stuck in one angle. I only see it one way. And I feel, and this is probably wrong of me, but I feel like the people who do go there and have their weddings there, you're being very disrespectful, or one, you just, or two, you just really don't give a fuck about our past. Simple. So if I'm missing something, or maybe somebody can shine some light on something else, like, let me know. Like, comment below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but definitely, like, yeah, hit me up, like, cause this one is definitely, like, up there for me. I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to go into the store. I'm about to go up into the store, and I'm gonna hit y'all later. Try to calm down, go eat me some groceries. I'm trying to eat healthy, trying to do the healthy thing.